welcome back. First and foremost, before we begin, I'd like to thank everybody who has gone into our Facebook and liked us. It motivates us to do more free videos for you. And today we have another very exciting video, and this video on phase 4, we are going to revise all that we've done so far. Yeah, so we will revise on listening skills and the 7 aspects of listening skills. And then we go on to phase 2, where we did letters and sounds. Yeah, sets of course 1 to 5, but then there are 44 sounds, so we had to split them up. So then phase 3, we completed sets 6 and 7. So phase 4, we will revise all this and talk about the ending sounds, the digraphs, the definitions, and so on. So thank you all for joining us again, and please look forward to this very interesting lesson. So Teacher Sue here again will coach you through the phase 4. See you later.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us again. So we're now at phase 4, and thank you so much for being with us all throughout the 3 phases. I hope you have applied them in your classrooms or have worked with them with your children. So phase 4 is a consolidation of what your child or your students have learned throughout, and basically it is done in stages so that you're able to track or monitor how much your child or your student have learned, and hopefully at this phase they're able to identify all 42 phonemes. Let's have a good look again. So if you notice, it's a consolidation of single sound phonemes as well as the beginning of digraphs and trigraphs. So in stage 4, we have broken it down to 3 easy steps. So a quick revision would be for your child to remember what is grapheme and phonemes. So for example, they will go through sounds such as up to k, and single sound phonemes. It's important to bring awareness to how some sounds can be represented by more than one letter. So it's a good way to reintroduce these sounds to your child. And digraphs and trigraphs. So essentially, digraph is where a single sound is represented by 2 letters, and for trigraphs, a single sound is represented by 3 letters. So after going through the phonemes and grapheme representations, digraphs and trigraphs, we will work on step 2, which is blends and clusters. So we'll start with final blend sounds and then move on to single blend sounds. Let's have a look. So for example, gift is represented by the final blend sound f and t. And initial blend sounds is where the blend is at the beginning of the word. So your child should be able to blend some of these sounds. Okay, for example, bl for black. A good activity to have would be your child creating or trying to come up with which consonant would fit into the word. So for example, they would choose either it's a consonant kl or fl for these visuals. Here's another example. So they would add either the end consonant or the beginning consonant. So these are great activities for your child to recall the phonemes that they have learned in phases 2 and 3. So if you remember in phase 2 and 3, we have done a lot of CVC words. So at this stage, you should have moved on to CVCC, which are consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant words, or consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant words. Let's have a look. So in visual 1, what is the word to describe this visual? Similar to visual 2. So they should be able to identify. The first visual is jump. And the second visual is tent, made out of t, and. So these are great activities for your students to recall the words or the sounds that they have mastered in phase 2 and 3. And this is the beginning of spelling as well. So if you provide an activity such as this one, so they should be able to fill in the blanks with the st words, or they can spell it out entirely, such as vest for the first visual. And again, reading is fundamental, so ensure that your child is able to understand or comprehend what they are seeing, as well as reading at this stage. So if you look at the first visual, 3 chicks sat in a nest. They should be able to identify which visual it is, as well as being able to read the entire sentence. Similar to the second visual, 3 children sat in the sand with buckets. They should be able to identify which visual, and they're able to read these blanks. 3. And of course, let's not forget tricky words. So these are words that cannot be spelled or cannot be read phonetically, so you have to go through the spelling with them. So for instance, my, so they can trace it and then repeat after you, mine. So there you have it, phase 4. Do recall all 42 phonemes with your child. Go through 3 easy steps, which are phonemes, graphemes, digraphs, trigraphs, and then go through the initial and clusters and blends, and then go through lots of reading, and so they can start to spell by segmenting the words. So thank you so much again for joining us. We hope that you would visit us on YouTube or Facebook. This is our name. It's called Phonics for Educators. In the meantime, read lots with your child, enjoy words together, and we'll see you in phase 5. Thank you so much. Bye.